Hello, this is me, Mustafa Waba, your mentor here at Udacity. Of course, you have heard about Tableau. Tableau is one of the most interesting things about data analysis, getting to that part of data visualization and using Tableau and creating your very customized charts where you have the capability of including your own variables the way you want is very, very amazing. And I can feel it. All of you are waiting to get to that part. So today I'm going to show you some of the key features of Tableau through a project walkthrough. So you gain the insights and gain the idea by application, and that's the first part. The project I'm going to walk through today is from Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow, if you didn't hear about it before, is one of the major websites all programmers and data scientists around the globe depend on it to get their answers for all of their questions. So Stack Overflow every year creates a survey to which lots of programmers and data scientists around the globe responds to it. In 2018, there were uh, 100,000 around the globe responded to that survey. Actually, Stack Overflow does their own analysis on their survey results and inputs, and they publish it every year. What's interesting, what's important for us today is that we are going to dig into that data Stack Overflow has obtained from all the respondents around the globe, and we are going to do analysis on it, our service today. To start, we are going to go to Stack Overflow website to get track of that data. So here I am on going to Stack Overflow data. Let's Google it, Stack Overflow survey 2018. And here's the first result, the insights about that survey. These are the results of the analysis Stack Overflow data scientists have already done on their website. So let's have a brief look on that analysis. Stack Overflow divides their analysis into sections. The first section is regarding developer profile, the geography of programmers, the experience, the education, demographics, and all of the stuff related to their own life and experience. The second section depends on technology they use, the servers, the text editors, and all of that stuff. The third section is about work, the fourth is the community, and fifth is the methodology. In the first analysis of geography, this is a distribution of the survey respondents around the globe. I think you guessed it. The variable right here is the number of the respondents. This is an aggregation, actually, summing the number of the respondents on specific location. So this is a variable is encoded on another variable or grouped on another variable. So the number of respondents or the aggregation actually is encoded in the size of this point. And another variable is the location, which is encoded on the map, corresponding to the location of that country. Here's another chart. These are the percentage of the roles, back-end developers, full-stack developers. This is a chart of a yes or no question, if they are contributing to open source or not. So this is a brief look over the analysis Stack Overflow already did. So where is the data? Where is actually the data? Stack Overflow open sources the data source for this analysis. So other data scientists can work on that. Here's the inputs. They say, want to dive into the results yourself? We made the anonymized results of the survey available for download under the Open Database license. So this is an open license. Let's look at the data. And here are the data for the previous years, 2018, 2017, up to 2011. So we are interested in the data of 2018. Let's download the CSV file containing the data collected from the survey respondents. I'm downloading it right now. I actually downloaded that file before, so I'm going to cancel the download and go to it into my local machine. Let's look at that file into my local machine. So I'm going to look at that file into my local machine. Let's have a look on that. So that download link downloaded a zip file on my local machine. The zip file contains all of these files. That file right here contains that file right here. The survey results public contains the data from the respondents. Actually that file contains 100,000 inputs. So that's too much to analysis right here. Was our limited resources of the PC, I cannot do it right now. That will take some time. So I have created a concise version of that, which contains only 5,000 inputs or observations from that input. That's the concise version I have created. To have a look on that, let's see. These are the CSV files. This is a complete one that contains over 100,000 inputs. That's too much. I have created my concise version, which contains only 5,000 inputs. Okay, so first I'm going to upload that to Google Sheet to see what happens, what actually this data looks like, and what we are going to work with to have a first look at these data. Back to Chrome. So back to Chrome, I'm going to open Google Sheets and upload this data right there to look at it. Going to upload it. This is a concise version I've created, and I'm going to upload right here to look at these data. The complete version of the inputs of the over 100,000 observations is over 19.5 megabytes. The concise version is only 5 megabytes. So this is how the data looks like. These are the columns. The respondent column, like right here, is the index. Hobby is asking the yes or no question, asking if the programmer is working as a hobbyist or a professional, if they are contributing to open source or not. This is a country variable. The student, I think Stack Overflow has already cleaned their data, so there is no data cleaning is going to happen right here. All of the data is cleaned. As a developer type, if he's working a data scientist, a full stack, backend designer, all of the jobs you can imagine. the employment, if they are working part-time or full-time, if they are students or not, country. Um, this is a company size. A lot of other variables. I think the first few columns will be our interest right here. So let's start with Tableau. As you know, there are multiple versions of Tableau. There is Tableau public and Tableau desktop and Tableau online. Tableau public is free, but with Tableau public you cannot save to the server. You cannot save your data to the server. Actually, you can only save it locally or upload it to Tableau public where you share it with everyone. With Tableau desktop, you can get your data from any source online. You can imagine, you can save locally, you can save to the Tableau server or wherever you like. With Tableau online, you get most of the Tableau desktop features. So I'm going to go with Tableau public. Here, Tableau public is launching. And this is the first look of the Tableau public. So the first thing on working with data on Tableau is to connect to data source. So I'm going to connect the data source, which is the inputs from Stack Overflow, my concise version actually. So this is a CSV file. CSV files is considered text files. So I'm going to choose text file and opening my concise version of the inputs. Here's it. It's loading. So now I'm connected to the data source. And actually, the Tableau have uploaded the other files in that folder as separate sheets, as you see right here. This is the original version of Stack Overflow, which is too large for us to work with it right here. And the other versions, the concise version, I've created the screen version. All of these I've created as sheets. You can have a brief look of the data right here using this button. And you can look at the data right here. Actually, Tableau automatically loaded my sheet on the working area right here. And the input from that sheet is right here. You can have a look at it. These are the columns here in Tableau. They are called fields. These are the fields we looked at Google Sheets. So I'm going to use a data interpreter to auto clean my data right here. Okay, and this is the data I have connected to. So I have connected my data. Actually, the following step is to combine my data, but I don't have other sources for my data, so I'm not going to combine my data right here. It's okay with that sheet. All of the data is in one sheet, so no problem with that. In other cases, you may want to join or union your data, and it is not a scenario right here. Just processing. taking some time. I think 5,000 inputs is also large.